Hey feminine, let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are the Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Let us see. Let us see. This is for feminine. Okay. Intuition. You already know the answer you seek. Okay. Strictly sexual. This connection is passionate but not enduring. Okay. Oh, I fell this one. Boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. Okay. And oh, support. Lean on your inner circle during this time. Okay. Underlying energy here is trust. It is safe to trust in this situation. I feel like there's something new coming in. I did see new love. Okay, it didn't come out. I'm surprised. But I feel like there's something else that you know is not going to go beyond a certain level. This could be you and someone just having a physical attraction to each other. Okay, it doesn't have to be that you've actually been physical. All right, but there's a physical attraction there. For some of you, perhaps you have been physical. And Spirit is saying, well, that's all it's going to be, you know. It's a lot of passion between y'all, but it's not much else as to where it will help the relationship work or last. So is it really much of a relationship? Okay, it's that kind of thing. Trust what it is that you know. Trust what it is that you feel. And whenever you feel like you're about to get sucked back into the situation, you can go ahead and lean on your inner circle, like confide in them, talk to them, things like that. Spirit is saying, because it's not something that you can see yourself doing for much longer. All right, especially if, again, you feel like it's something that's just passionate but not enduring. Okay, it's very interesting. I feel like this new situation is going to be something very, very, you know, how do I put this? Very passionate, very romantic, but more than just sex, okay? So this is going to be the real deal. This here was something else, all right? This could have just been fun. I see Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and then the Eight of Cups, yeah. Knowing that a certain offer is not going to come from a certain person, and that's okay. It's like you're using your gift. You have a gift of discernment. So with discernment, right, we're able to see the truth and the reality of a situation regardless of what we want it to be. Okay. Sometimes a situation may be a little harder to discern when it's so close to your heart. Okay, which is why Spirit tells us to guard our heart. But once you take a step back, you put those boundaries in place and you're able to really give yourself the time to think and focus on everything in its entirety, you make the best possible decision for yourself using your wise judgment. Okay. Ooh. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. All right. You want to invest into something that you can have peace of mind about, knowing where it's leading up to. That's just what I get from that. Yeah, Six of Swords. And because you don't feel that there, you're distancing yourself from whomever this other person was. For a new beginning, for a start, taking a leap of faith in a new direction. Okay. The King of Coins. King of Coins is someone who's dependable, reliable, but you might say, well, where are they at, Blue? Well, look how they're showing up. Okay. Slow to move. Slow to move, but it's because this person may be, I don't want to say stubborn, but it's like they care a lot about security and what they built up for themselves. So just jumping into something, no, they don't do that. They take their time. We did see the Knight of Pentacles earlier as well. and the Empress. They're going to know who you are right away. Okay, keep in mind the Empress is not just divine feminine energy. It's also like a wife. Okay, so this person will know exactly who you are right away, whether they feel like you're their divine counterpart or whether they feel like, oh, yep, that's my wife, especially with the Ten of Cups here. Again, you know what it is that you want, and I feel like when we are truthful about that, we send a certain energy into the universe, and the universe can then respond. But if we're uncertain, we're unclear, the universe doesn't know what to send. You know, that kind of thing. Well, they can send it on in now because you know what you want. And you're setting firm and clear boundaries. All right. So you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is like holding back. I'm hearing holding out. And then Ten of Coins. So some of you are in this energy of holding back or holding out for the person that you're going to end up with. So if, again, your intuition is telling you that something with someone is just sexual, it's nothing more, it's just passionate, that's it, that ain't it for you. All right, you want to give all of you to the person that you're going to have the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles with. If it's not this person, great. But you're waiting for that person then. Okay, it's something like that going on. Page of Swords. Yep, and you're being watched. Okay, now for what? We shall see. But you are being watched. Seven of Wands, standing up and fighting for what we want. Okay, this person may feel like they still want to interact with you. They still want to, you know, see where this can go. But you feel like it's not going nowhere. The world isn't ending. I feel like you've accepted something and you're okay. And like, I want my Ten of Cups and my Ten of Pentacles. I don't feel like I'm going to get it with this person. Okay, we have the Fool card. So again, new beginning. But in order to have this new beginning and all this fresh energy come in, one must close this cycle out. And so that's what you're doing. Yeah, Ten of Swords is an abrupt ending too. Top that off. You could have been enjoying it, la-di-da-di-da, then all of a sudden, whoop, into that. Because again, this is something that I feel you've been thinking about for quite some time. And you're just now finally making a decision about. That's it. Hence why they said, lean on your inner circle during this time. If you feel like you're even halfway slipping back into, oh, let me reach out to this person, let me connect with this person, let me this, that, and the other. Nope. Talk to people that are going to keep your head on straight and remind you that, hey, you know, nothing ever comes of this. So why would you go and waste your time again? You know, that kind of thing. Excuse me. Preferably someone or people that already know the situation. All right. So if it's spiritual advisor, if it's like your closest friend of 20 years, whatever it is, you know, the person or people that already know the situation. Don't go telling new people. Again, not everybody understands everything. Some people are very judgmental, but that's up to you. I feel like whatever it is your intuition is telling you, whether it be pull back from this person and wait for what you deserve, or this isn't it, there's something else, but both of them are along the same line, is correct. Whatever it is that your intuition is telling you, trust it, listen to it, is correct. Temperance, divine timing. Divine timing, you're going to get this love offer here. This is the offer you've been waiting on. It's the offer you've been wanting. Four of Wands, it leads to a happy, stable connection, happy, stable relationship, something that's healthy. All right, yep, the Four of Wands. Even when we put it in there, shuffle it, you know, all this other stuff, it still comes out. All right. Five of Cups. This is regret and remorse, okay? I feel like regret and remorse always comes up when someone has dealt with a true divine feminine and then they let that slip through their fingers, kind of. You know, that regret and remorse always comes up after the fact. Or, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. But, I mean, the reality of the situation is everything happens the way it's meant to. If you were meant to do other things and you would have done them, you didn't. You know, that kind of thing. So, I don't see you being sad about it. I just see you moving forward, okay? All right, we have the Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. Now, I did see the Seven of Swords, so maybe that's why I said it. We had the Three of Swords. Do you see? It's like one would be breaking their own heart if they were to sit around and wait on someone to give them something that they know they're never going to get from that person. You know, especially, let's say you and this person have already had this conversation. You already put it out there what it is that you want. They don't want that, okay? How many of you have ever watched The Shy, okay? I used to watch that show. I haven't watched it in so long. I'm pretty sure I'm missing like everything. But there was this part on there where the girl says, I believe her name wasn't Keisha. What was her name? Tiffany. Tiffany says to dude, you know, we may as well be together, right? Whatever. He's like, you know, don't leave your dude and be with me, because, you know, this ain't that. You know, I'm your ninja kind of thing. Like, I'm here for you in these ways, but not like that. That's what this is giving. Okay, so this person was there for certain things, but if you were expecting the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, it was not coming from this person. So perhaps that is the heartbreaking thing, that this person knew that in order to deal with you, you know, it would be best to let you think that certain things were going to be. And even though they know that's not the truth, they did it anyway. But that's not, you know what I mean? Like, just because in your head that makes sense doesn't mean that was the right thing to do. That was not the right thing to do. Like, yeah, I want to deal with this person and I know they want this, that, and the other. So I'm going to make it seem as if this is possible, but I know that that is not what I want. No, that's not okay. You don't do that. There's no reason or justification as to why you would do that, you know? But, of course, somebody's going to try to justify their actions. I feel like what's heartbreaking for you, I wish the cards would come up. It's like all the cards have been sticking lately. But anyways, this person feels like, you know, again, the guilt and the regret over not having said something or done something sooner. But what they did do and what they did say wasn't the best anyway. And Knight of Wands, again, maybe that's why I wanted to stay behind. The action that they took, everything they were offering and bringing was sexual. Now, that is true. There are some, you know, connections that exist in people's birth charts and, not birth charts, like your soul contract, where it's like, yeah, you're going to have this many relationships, right? But this many relationships may not be romantic. This many relationships may only be sensual or sexual. That's possible. That's in people's contracts. Okay, for sure. But I just think that you and this person were on 2 different pages is more so what I'm getting. Than it having been, oh, this was just a sensual contract. Because then what's the big deal? You could have just enjoyed it for what it was and moved on with your life, you know? We have the Lovers and the Page of Swords. Okay, so you have a divine counterpart somewhere that's watching you. This person is aware of you, but you may not be aware of them. This may be someone you know, but you don't know is your divine counterpart, is another thing. This person is watching you. I feel like this person has been waiting on you. That's what it feels like. This King of Pentacles here that's been watching you from afar, or possibly up close for some of you, child, has been waiting on you. Wow, okay, so one of the things that I'm getting here, right? What if this person, because that's, yeah, what if this person, whoa, yes, I'm seeing it now, has been like the person you can lean on, your support system. This has been the person. And I say that because 10 of Wands, look at it. Meanwhile, this person has a whole offer for you. They like, things don't have to be like this now. Okay, I got this whole offer for you right here. But I feel like it's something that maybe you haven't been seeing. Because you've been, you know, weighed down by everything else. What is my intuition telling me? What does this mean? What does that mean? You know? For some of you, what if this is the person right here? The person you confide in, that you tell things to, that you go to because you want a male opinion, and that's the person. Ace of Swords is truth and clarity. Spirit says this individual that we're talking about here is like super blunt, super honest. Okay? So are you used to dealing with people that say what they feel like you want to hear? Nah, this person going to say what it is, even if you don't want to hear it. I would prefer that, right? We got the Chariot jumping out, and then 2 cards here sliding on out the deck. All right, Chariot is about moving forward, progressing. Page of Cups, reconciliation. If not reconciliation, apology, but it definitely feels like that. Then new love offer. Again, new relationship, new, because it's a page. So something just starting out. And then the High Priestess. High Priestess being our inner knowing. Telepathic communication as well. I feel like you can sense that somebody's about to make a love offer. You may know that. You stay on somebody's mind, I know that. Eight of Swords. This doesn't feel like you overthinking, because you already know what you're doing. You're going to stand firm in your boundaries. Okay, 7 of Wands. Yeah, you're going to stand firm. Look, this is how I feel. This is what it is. That's just that. And it looks like the 2 of Wands want to flip itself in reverse. So again, if I have to choose between two, like being single on my own until what Spirit has for me shows up, or continuing to deal with something or someone that I know is not leading down to anywhere. No, I'm just going to be alone. I'm not going to be with this person. It's not leading anywhere. Okay, I'm not going to deal with this person. For what? That makes no sense. So you already made your mind up. And you're clear on it. Ace of Swords, like I said, it's clarity, it's truth. The world is an ending. Okay, it's accepting something. And you feel good about it. You've accepted a situation for what it is. You've accepted a person for who they are. And you feel good about it. You're not mad. You're not disappointed. You're not, you know what I mean? Like, this could have been what it was. But it's not this anymore. Because now 4 of Swords is here. It's like 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Why do you have 4 of Swords after having 3 of Swords? Because you're only going to 7 of Pentacles into things that will bring you 10 of Cups. If it's not leading down the path of 10 of Cups and you know that, then why are you 7 of Pentacles? Why are you putting so much energy, time, effort, etc. into something that's leading you nowhere? So it's just like, again, using your wisdom, trusting your discernment. That's it. And you're clear on that. Okay, you're very clear on that. Yeah, 2 of Cups, okay? It's like soulmate or no soulmate, lover or no lover, whichever way it goes. All right, we got the Knight of Swords. And Knight of Swords is knowing what we want to do and going on a mission to get it done. So, 7 of Cups, I feel like you're opening your options up. Considering other options. 4 of Wands. And so this is what I'm getting, right? Yeah, this person is always going to have that regret and that remorse. It's not a you problem. You didn't do anything wrong, okay? I can't even say they did anything wrong. Like, everything that happened was meant to happen, so it did, you know? If they have regret and remorse, it's like, pray for them. Because they did what they wanted to do, and this is the outcome. So pray for them. Don't be in regret now. Whatever you did is exactly what you wanted to do. All right, remember the person said what they thought you wanted to hear and all this other stuff. So what are you in regret about now? Okay. Now, again, the 4 of Wands being stable home, happy spouse, happy house, loving environment, things like that. It's just like when they don't have it is when they want it. But when you offer that or when that's discussed, it's not what they want. The two of you weren't on the same page. So one thing I've noticed about the Divine Feminines that I'm reading for is that regardless of who, when, or what, you're getting your 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. It comes out in all our readings. You're getting it. Okay? So perhaps that's the situation they saying is safe to trust in. Love. And that it's still okay to take leaps of faith. Especially in this case, towards new beginning. I feel like whoever this person is here that comes in and finally speaks up on their, their curiosity about you and about y'all is your divine counterpart. Is the one that Spirit had for you all along, which is why Spirit didn't allow for whatever this other situation is from your past to work out. It wasn't meant to. Okay, it was not meant to. So, It's like Spirit's not going to let one thing work out if something else is truthfully meant to be what it is. All right, here we have the Ace of Wands. This is a breakthrough. I feel like some of you didn't know how this person felt, even if they did express it to you in the past. You didn't know that they were serious, because them showing up as a pentacle, I mean, that's the thing about the pentacles and the swords. Even though they have feelings and emotions, they don't wear them on their sleeve, and you're not going to see it all over their face and body expression and stuff like that. You're not going to, you know, just get that from them. Now, the cups and the wands, oh, you might be able to read them like a book. You know, so when it comes to how this person feels, maybe you just didn't know because they're hard to read like that. Showing up as a King of Pentacles. You know, so this person could have been thinking 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups with you the whole time. They could have been one for you the whole time, but you weren't able to read it as them being serious. You know, and again, I said something about them being blunt, yes, but it's also something about the way that they speak. When they speak, they do it in a way where, how do I explain this? Like, people are so used to BSers, right? People are so used to bullshitters that when somebody is straightforward, direct, and honest, it is like unheard of. Okay, so this person could have been very direct, straightforward, and honest, and it was just like foreign to you. Very, very unfamiliar. You know, like, now you said this, but I didn't think you was serious. You know, that kind of thing. Oh, they was very serious, but they didn't know that they had to, like, put on the theatrics in order for you to know that they were serious or something like that. They like, shoot, I said it, so me saying it, you should have known. But you used to people saying whatever they got to say just to get whatever they want to get. So, you know, you saying something, what does that mean? All right, we got the King of Cups. King of Cups and the Two of Cups. That's what it means. They have a lot of passion and love and all this stuff for you. They just have a different way of showing it. So this person could have been sitting there this whole time waiting for you to realize, like, hey, it's me. I'm the one, da-da-da. But you over here worried about, you know, this other situation that clearly wasn't it for you. Wasn't working because it wasn't meant to work, you know. And you could have tried several times. I wanted to know what this Seven of Wands, Two of Wands in reverse was about. Came out with the King of Cups, deep love. Okay, somebody with a high level of emotional intelligence. And then the Two of Cups, soulmate energy. Okay. Soulmate energy. Yeah, we got twin flame. So it's like your twin is right there. Twin flame, soulmate. You got sexual union. Okay. So it's like you have one that's strictly sexual, and then you have one that is everything and then some. Okay, so we have twin flames, your passion ignites. Then it says sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Okay. There you will find true bliss. Okay. Oh, my beloved. Okay, it says, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Okay. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. That's the King of Cups energy. Okay, and then close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. All right, this person wants for you to let them in. I honestly feel, again, like they've been there all along. You know, this person has been there all along. And they're just like, I'm just waiting for you to realize that whatever it is that you're doing right now ain't it. You know, it's that kind of thing. And you're like, I don't know. Meanwhile, Spirit is like, it's safe to trust in this situation and it's safe to make the move you're considering. All right, take that leap of faith. So those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. Peace and hair grease.